Hey everyone, welcome to the greatest comic book show ever. Sorry we're a little late. Facebook was just yelling at me because apparently you can't go more than 10 minutes late on Facebook or they ban you for life. I don't know what happens.
Bye, Facebook.
Anyway, this is the greatest comic book community show ever for this week only. Special one-time engagement. We got the crew and Andy.
Wait.
How y'all doing?
Better now.
Yeah, getting better.
Ricky says, did we forget to go live? No, a wizard always arrives precisely on time.
I was watching. I'm gonna admit, I was watching Princess Diaries 2 with my daughters a little bit ago, and
Daughters.
I don't need to add with my daughters because you all know it's probably my idea. But Julie Andrews said, "A queen always arrives when she means to. Everyone else is just early."
Early or late.
There you go.
That's right.
Daymers, yeah, we're gonna probably acknowledge the chat tonight because this is all about the community this evening, with everything going on the last couple weeks and stuff. We figured we'd cut the baloney a bit and just talk about how much we appreciate each other and I guess the chat.
Yeah, for sure.
To a lesser extent, the chat.
This whole time, chat, we've appreciated you. We've just been hiding it.
Yeah, this is like the behind the music version of this show, where we're gonna like take off our dickhole masks.
Like I want the kiss makeup to come off.
Yeah, just in one fell swoop.
Chris Barrett nailed it. We're breaking kayfabe today.
Yes.
Yes.
I will not be taking my shirt off, though.
Oh my god.
Well, it's still we're only 5 minutes in, Andy.
Thank you for getting that out of the way before the speculation began.
The spec show is on Thursday. We're not specking tonight.
Yeah.
D-Runk says we plumb ran out of ideas. Yeah, man. Listen, have you watched the show? We ran out of ideas like week 2.
Yeah.
That was.
That's.
What's an idea?
No, this tonight it's all about one thing, which really this show is always about.
Family.
Family, baby, 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 baby. So yeah, I don't really know how to like kick off this conversation because usually I just like make stupid jokes, and now we have to like talk about like real stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Weird.
in light of like current things happening with some with a Common Jabroni, we just kind of want to reach out and be more closer to our friends, in this comic book community. I'm as tired as I always am. I've even been trying to be more social online as well. I even posted on Instagram twice. That's just like a rarity. I've been checking Instagram. People, watch out. So yeah, I've been commenting on stuff and reaching out to people. It's cool. Some people have even messaged me randomly out of the blue, and it's really nice. Carlito, I want to shout out Kim for reaching out as well. So it's cool. I just even Jabroni is still bringing people together, and we're all getting closer as well because of him. So so we just want to talk about that a little bit.
And one thing like I keep hearing is like kind of a recurring thing from people is people saying, "Oh, he was such a cool guy. I wish I knew him better. Like I wish I'd spent more time hanging out and talking to him." And I know John was much closer than probably the rest of us. I don't want to speak for everybody, but certainly closer than I was with him. And I just don't. Not that like hopefully we're not going to lose any other community members anytime soon, but I hate to be in that situation again where we're just like, oh yeah, I wish we had chatted more. So we wanted to chat a little bit with the chat.
Yeah, we're also posting the GoFundMe for Jabroni's family. If you haven't yet, please give it a look over, donate if you can. I know things are hard for everyone, but his family's hurting especially bad. So please, if you can, please click the link. It's in the chat multiple times. We're gonna keep posting it, so check it out.
Yeah. And Chris Barrett says, "Look, we're not friends in this community. This community is family," which is
That's the word.
family. And he also says,
I see you, Chris.
hashtag shirts off for Jerome.
Pants off?
Well, no one will ever know.
Okay.
I never wear pants during this show.
Oh, all right.
Alex Comic Quarter stopping by. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, J Hood also put it correctly. I didn't know him well at all, but I know he really made an impact in the community. Yeah, I mean, I think everyone, even myself, who I think I only did one show with him. So I know we did a book club, right, John?
Yeah, I think we did at least one book club.
Yeah. I don't remember that was, but it's weird. Like this whole YouTube community thing is kind of strange because even the people you don't do streams with directly, or you're in chats with them, you're on their live streams, and you get to know them. It's just it's just different.
Well, I mean, it's an investment of time when you go to somebody's channel and you connect with them, even though their content might not necessarily be live. You're still getting to know them and who they are and the human being that they are. You still make that connection, even if it might not necessarily be in real time for them.
Yeah. And it's YouTube is unique in that way, because even the non-community stuff that I watch, where it's just people doing dumb things, but just being themselves, you still feel like, oh, they're kind of my friends. I know they're not in the same way, but because they're just there on your screen, you kind of feel like you're hanging out with them. So, it is a unique thing that we're able to kind of all get to know each other in one way or another. There's plenty of people who I see in the chat all the time that I've never done a live stream with. It doesn't mean I don't consider them a friend or, someone who I value having a connection with.
Yeah, it's funny. I was on Two Bros channel earlier today, in the comment section. They have no idea who I am, even though we've been in after panels for Mainframe Comic Con, stuff, planning together, and But he has no idea I'm Comics Explainer Jason. He has no idea. Either of those guys. Yeah. But I mean, that's how the community is. It's a lot of people go by different handles, either on Instagram or Twitter as well, man. But we still interact with each other, and it's so funny. Like you guys are probably one of my best friends in general, which is weird to say, just because I haven't seen my real life friends in a while because of this thing,
and they never want to Zoom chat.
Yeah, no, they don't. None of my real life friends want to Zoom chat, and
oh, what are you doing tonight? Oh, nothing. You want to hang out on Zoom? Oh no, I'm kind of busy.
Yeah,
doing what?
Right, exactly. Yeah, you have real friends. You know what it's like. They don't want to be your friend. But I mean, here it's we made kind of a different. It's a hobby. You know what I mean? Talking live and stuff, and we met other people that do the same, and we become closer because of that. So it's kind of funny, just colliding like that. So
we're not friends.
Family. There you go.
It is amazing how you can build a connection with someone just by watching their videos. I'm always delighted by when I meet someone at a con. You remember cons? That I've never even talked to, if I've never had an Instagram message with them or anything like that. But if I've watched one of their videos and I see them in person, they're a celebrity to me. I'm oh my God, you're, such and such. And everyone just gets along so well. It's just crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, it's funny. When you mentioned that celebrity thing, it's almost more so when you don't do live streams with them.
Yeah, exactly.
So I saw a couple of people at Baltimore that I don't do live streams with, and I'm like, oh, hey, I know you from YouTube.
From the YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I never knew Edwin really well. I just watched a lot of his videos, like more than he would probably have been shocked by how many of his videos I watched, and just you felt like you knew him. Like he just really he projected a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. It's funny. He inspired so many people. Like because he made videos. I've seen multiple people comment like, "Yeah, I started making videos because I was watching that guy's channel." Like new people in the community, and it's like to me, he was like the new guy. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh wow, that has been a while. You know, he has been here a while. And like John's been here longer. Yeah, Alex been here even longer. You know, it's like, and it's funny how that works. But yeah, geez, these relationships we're creating, man, and it's great that everyone's coming together, and we appreciate you all in the chat, man. I just want to say what's up to Kavi, Comic Books NYC. Huge love to that dude.
Yeah, man, a lot of great people in the chat. Sorry, I'm still not used to like actually acknowledging the chat that much during the show. So
Yeah, let's say what's up to everybody.
yeah, let's start over at the beginning. We had Ricky tailgating as always. Good friend of the show, Chris Barrett. Also, here is the GoFundMe. If you scroll back to the beginning of the chat, I'm sure we'll drop it in again.
Oh yeah,
For Edwin's family. Daymare's good buddy of mine who we do D&D on Sunday, which is like another thing where it's like, what the heck? How would that have ever happened? Ruben Guzman, John's buddy from his his buddy from his shop, right? Who he runs into. Oh, we lost John.
Oh, yeah, there's John.
Yeah, that's Ruben. Yeah, it's from my shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
D-Runk. We got the Stream Elements bot running, which is always, the one person we shout out each week.
yes,
Yeah, robots are people. I said it.
yeah. Thank you for not destroying the world yet.
Knight of Kansu, Barbarian Kung Fu, Life with two YouTubers. Who else we got here? John's Comics with Kids, dropping links in the chat. J Hood called him out earlier. What's up, buddy? Alex Comhorror said hi to you too, but hello again. Just don't want to make sure I miss anybody. Comic Man Andy, Superior Hero Review, Gore Vidal, Johnny Five Alive.
Nice.
Sweet.
Need more input.
It's a great movie.
Man Cave Comics. Kavi, I don't know if I shouted you out yet. Z Collects. Aggressively Relaxing. Cap'n Comics. Oh, my scroll thing messed up. Sorry. Please hold. Bearded Comic Bro, what's up? Mr. Garrel. Hopefully I got everyone. If I miss you, I'm sorry. Call me out in the chat and I will shout you out. Say, hey, I thought we were family. And I'll say, come over to my barbecue once it's okay to actually be close to people again.
God, I miss barbecues.
Yeah, man.
There are clearly a lot more people watching us tonight, and a lot more
Yeah.
variety of people. And I think that's something that we've seen in the past few days on a lot of channels. There's just been a lot of people trying to come together and embrace each other as a community. And that's really great to see.
Yeah. And for the people who don't typically tune into this show, thanks for hanging out. But also keep in mind that the show usually isn't this thoughtful or like poignant. It's usually just us making dumb jokes for an hour. So if you love this, you'll probably hate our regular show. But
An hour, 47 minutes max.
yeah, 47. Start at like 10:07 and go to about 10:39.
What's up, the two bros?
What's up, Two Brothers Comics? Yeah, I don't know where to go from here. We were kind of talking a little bit about how, this is a difficult time. Before the show, we were talking a little bit about how this is, what's up, Boyhood 7? D-Runk, summing up what I said. Thanks for stopping by. Please consider not coming back. I mean, you're certainly welcome because, after all, we are all family.
Big Papa Runk.
So what was I saying? Oh yeah, like obviously I know a lot of people are having a hard time with this, understandably, and like in general right now because it's still, even though the quarantines have been lifted in a lot of places, it's still like weird because people aren't going out a lot. They're still kind of self quarantining, and it's still like isolating and weird and uncertain, and so.
And the movie theaters are opening back up, and the schools are open.
15-cent tickets. That's a great way to respread the virus. But hey,
Where are movie theaters opening up?
Orlando, Florida.
Oh, well, Florida's the exception to a lot of rules lately, I
Yeah,
guess.
man.
Yeah, I kept seeing posters for New Mutants saying in theaters August something. I was like, oh boy.
Hey, well, kids can't catch the virus, so
Find
Yeah,
out
they
who's
totally can. By the way, that's not real.
The bot's not going to like that, Alec, if you start talking about.
The Stream Elements bot.
Yeah.
Hey, Stream Elements bot cannot catch COVID.
True. Catches different viruses.
You're going to feel real bad when it does. It goes to some party with its bot friends.
Like C0, V1D.
They're like, screw social distancing. We are artificial beings. Oh no.
We just can't help ourselves, can we?
Can't help.
Listen,
Can't help it.
I said before I started, like, we can't just spend an hour not laughing. But
The whole plan in our Instagram chat was, all right, guys, we're not going to try to be funny tonight. We're just not going to try.
I just can't help it.
That guy.
My point I was saying was that I don't want to speak for everyone, but I want to speak for everyone that we're here for you if you need anything.
Yeah.
Like, even if you've never messaged me before on Instagram, if you just want to say hi to somebody and have a chat, it doesn't have to be like, hey, I'm feeling down, can you give me some advice? It's just like, hey, I just want to reach out to someone and have a chat about comics or not comics.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be about comics for me, man. You're talking to me about whatever.
Bearded Comic Bro bringing the heat. Thank good. Good. You guys usually aren't funny. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
You're not wrong.
Also, Daymare said, so a normal night.
Yeah. Burned.
And that's why we love you guys. 'Cause
Chad's in the Chad, not Comic Core Chad, but Chad90 is in the chat. What's up?
Sharon's making threats.
I always welcome memes.
I'm a subscriber to Sharon. Outside of YouTube, I get a lot of stuff each day. It's delightful. I'm not giving the time for everyone, really, because I know a lot of other people do good stuff too.
Yeah, and like I say that, but like I'm also terrible at like Jason was saying, like I'm really bad at like reaching out and talking to people and just like not even in like emotional support sense, but just in a like, hey, you're my buddy, what's up, how you doing?
In a
Like,
communicatory sense.
in like a social, like I'm a human being and I know how to be part of a community situation with my YouTube community friends or my outside like in-person friends. So don't get on my case if you don't hear from me. I apologize.
Don't at me.
90, what's up, man? Miss you. Miss doing a show with you. Good old Monday show that everyone hated.
Wow, yeah.
As opposed to the new Monday show the new Wednesday show that everyone hates and the new Monday show everyone likes.
Yeah, didn't like that Monday show. Yeah, the Modern Men Monday show took our idea. Like that's what we're doing.
They just like took it and then did it better.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
They did it the way we should have done it. But yeah, we really botched that one. And by we, I mean me, because clearly I'm the connective tissue in these two shows.
Hey man,
Wouldn't Andy be the connective tissue? Andy, what's it like being on both of these shows and the Monday show made such a good decision?
Flexible,
Okay.
stretchy. Stretchy is the term. It's stretchy. I'm stretchy. I'm big and stretchy.
You looked stretchy the other night with your shirt off.
You're like a
Stretchy, and you know it.
I don't see, no offense, Andy, I don't see you as part of the show. I see you as a visual representation of the chat.
There you go. He's like the mascot.
A chat's oh, no.
Good old Trent. I
Hey,
miss
I
seeing
didn't-
that guy though.
I didn't do that. That wasn't me.
Who did that?
Terrible job
Ah,
of representing the chat. Then
Busted.
Who's flying this plane right now? Come on.
We're all the whole top row has access to the chat to all the stuff right now.
I have not touched new technology since Google Hangouts. That's how disassociated I've been, and I've really been trying to reach out. I even I cut down social media a lot, and now I'm kind of just going back into it. So please have patience with me. But yeah, thanks guys for being here, everyone in the
That's
chat.
The chat doesn't laugh as much as Andy. Damer says, "Yeah, I mean that's why we put them on to make ourselves feel better. Be like, hey, we're entertaining somebody."
Yeah, I mean all a show needs is a laugh track to be successful nowadays, right?
Yeah, look at Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, put us on
Zing.
ABC. Bazanga or whatever.
Got
it
him.
is.
Got him.
there you go, Adam.
Yep. Send me those pictures.
This shows the definition of the inmates running the asylum. Show got much better. Andy came on. Yeah, Andy usually makes everything better. That's why I give him so much crap, because he's the real star of the show, and I can't take it.
He's the
You
golden boy.
confuse the word better with the word fatter.
And they're mostly the same word.
I think, or better with the word more.
So you're saying I shouldn't tell my wife that she keeps getting fatter with all the years?
Oh wow!
Like a fine wine, honey, you just get fatter and fatter.
Sick burn.
Damer says, "I'm not breaking kayfabe. Still playing the heel tonight."
Someone asked you, right, Dame Harris?
Yep.
Good job.
Yeah, I don't know if it's better or just enthusiasm, but something I lack expressionally, but not internally.
Because you're an android.
Facts.
Shout out to the bot.
That's why I'm so. But so I like Stream Elements bot so much, because I connect with him. At least half of myself connects with him.
So what the chat doesn't realize is this entire time the Stream Elements bot is Alex chatting.
Yeah, right.
That's my other YouTube account.
I can't help it. I love you guys.
Ditto. Ditto's still a thing, right? No.
Not
Dido.
Dido. I saw Dido in concert once.
Did you?
No.
On Sunday, TJ? No way. On my. Oh man, I should check all my Instagram accounts. I'm sorry. I just been checking my Comics Misexplained one.
D-Runk is just on fire. It's almost like D-Runk's been watching us each week. I don't know. I really didn't think that was happening.
I didn't think we'd say a number 3 joke tonight. Jeez.
Well, we didn't.
Not to.
Technically, we didn't. The
Okay.
chat did.
All right.
They've been well trained.
I think
Man.
we were going to share some memories and stories and stuff, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Drew says Hangouts off airs were the best. Press F to pay respects. Yeah. Like I remember when I joined the Comic Corps, like 2-3 years ago, like forever ago. And we'd it was like one of the first times all these channels like got together and formed a group together, and we like would just talk for hours, like all of us for the first time, like off air, just at like it would be like 1 a.m, 2 a.m, and everyone was just laughing, telling jokes and stories, man. And that was awesome. I mean, yeah, we used to do it like all the time, like every weekend. Like the highlight of like the only show in Comic Con time was a Friday night show, and then after that we'd just like hang out for hours after like offline. And that group just got bigger and bigger. Then we're like, okay, well, this is too big. Let's just start breaking off into different groups now.
We need factions.
Yeah, it's weird. Like I remember Chad calling me, and like I I knew him a little bit, but like at this point, I didn't really know him that well. And he was like, "Hey, you want to do a show in the Comic Core?" And that's how the Terrible Monday show came about. But I was like, "Yeah, sure, man. Let's do it." And now look at me. Now look at me. I'm running the whole thing.
It's true, Drew. It was the click. It was like the only click, and now there's like 400 clicks. You're right. Yeah. But I mean, that's kind of like we don't want to bring it all back together, man. And like, I would love to have like a community show, like Andy's doing the community show pretty much Thursday nights. Like, he really brings in people from other channels and stuff, and that's what we were doing all the time back in the day. It was like bringing in guest spots from other channels every single week and getting to know people and introducing them. And like, that's kind of what JB does too. Also, Discovery Bay, we were doing that back then too. Like, introducing people to new stuff, and it was all about the love of the community, And I like to see more of that.
Yeah, and I don't know that I was the first person to do this, but I was definitely like an early adopter of the idea that I have not done in forever because I don't do stuff on my channel anymore. But I used to do those Let's Chat things where I would just go on air and say, if anyone wants to come on, I'll email you the link.
Mm-hmm.
And like a bunch of people do those now, and I think it's great because it is that sort of thing where like people came on to that show that I had never talked to before one-on-one, and you just come on and you just chat and you're like, oh cool, that was fun, like good talking to you. And even if like you don't form a closer relationship, or even if you don't do more stuff together, it's still like cool to have that connection. So it's cool to see other people doing that too. But gotta say that I was the OG.
Fantastic.
Back when I used to have ideas for my channel.
Yeah, man. I guess I don't know. I was gonna say the development of like us as comic book readers individually and our channel and stuff and what we wanted to do starting off and how we are now has changed drastically for me, at least. But it's interesting to see other people, continually post like steadily, like every week. It's quite encouraging and something to be applauded. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I don't post on Instagram anymore. Who's got the time? Who's got the effort? I mean, plenty of people clearly, because I see people do all the time. Yeah. John does like all week.
Hey guys, just waking up. I took a long piss this morning. And,
my morning constitutional.
I'm running up my 7th mountain of the week.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's walking and hiking now, man. Did 500 push-ups. You caught me on 400 right now. 401.
Man, struggle bus.
Dude, those inspire me.
Yeah, dude.
Thank you to Backseat Driver 5280 for. I think he has a lot of worry about this community and people not talking about their feelings about how they're dealing with some of this stuff, and he and I and Jabroni, had a lot of family and such connected to the military, and I think we just understand that. So he's doing 22 push-ups for 22 days. It's like a thing because the statistic the Backseat Driver drop had to do with stress and people in the military, and so his concern is that people, if they're not talking about what we're all dealing with right now, it could get a lot worse. So good on him for pushing me to do something stupid on my Instagram.
Yeah, I think it's a great challenge, and I like seeing people get tagged and that growing.
Yeah. If you need to talk with other people in the community and you don't think it's appropriate for live broadcast, me and my other group of friends, I have 2 groups of friends. Sorry, guys.
What?
We often just jump on StreamYard and don't go live and just see each other and talk to each other. Like in the beginning of the pandemic, when we were all sort of freaking out, that was a thing. Like we would just be like, hey, can somebody jump on? Can we just talk? And it was that. It's so easy to do. Just talk to each other,
That's what Rod and I were doing on Saturday night. It was nice.
Yeah, and I hopped in for a few minutes, but
well, you were there. I didn't.
Yeah, I know. I'm a little insulted. Not telling anyone to do this, but I'm a little insulted no one tagged me for the push-up challenge yet, because I assume you think I can't handle it.
I could barely handle it, but yeah, I'm sure you could. I'm saying I have to tag. I'm supposed to tag 22 people.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, jeez, that's a lot.
One person every day. But I was like, I'm not gonna.
Oh, okay.
And then Mindshift was like, oh, I should do those. I'm like, fine, then you're tagged. There you go. If you comment that you should be doing it, then I'll just
Then
make
you're
you.
going to be the one get tagged.
So apparently Alec is the one tomorrow. There you go.
Heyo.
Chad says, I'm with you, Alec. I never post. Yeah, but you have like a kid and a wife and stuff. And so you have like things, you have like a baby. Babies, I assume, take a lot of work.
You have like a really small human, and it's got to be.
Like
You have a boss baby, and it's telling you what to do.
you have Alec Baldwin is the boss baby living in your house.
Mr. Garrett, that is a lot of push-ups. I agree. I'm begging John not to tag me.
Don't worry, you're good.
If you do more
Ups.
if you do more than 22 push-ups
Jeff.
in a day, do you get a break the next day?
I suppose. Do you record them all?
I don't know. I haven't been tagged. I'm not doing it.
Backseat driver joked that the camera angle hid the fact that I could have been on my knees the whole time.
Well, the first post I saw said it didn't matter if you did them on your knees.
Wait, how do you guys do push-ups? You don't use your knees?
What
Those are called push pops, I think.
Yeah, I love that's hilarious.
That was basically just crappy ice cream in a toilet paper roll.
That was the Flintstones ones, right? The Flintstone push-ups.
I wear pull-ups.
22 pull-ups, baby. I will tear up some pull-ups. 3 a day, right?
Small child's like take care of a drunk Fred 24 hours a day.
And they fight you the whole way.
Bite you and scratch you, right?
Throwing up on a whim when you don't expect it.
Wasn't that what it was like having John as a roommate in Baltimore?
No, he never threw up. I mean, at least as far as I know, he might have in the middle of the night, but not while we were talking like cowboys
Clearly,
for an hour.
Cowboys.
That was a weird trip.
Meanwhile, I was in a bunk bed. Discovery Bay on top, I think.
everybody on this panel there. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, TJ. I'll have to check my personal account. I always check just the Comic
No, I
369
think
one.
even you like YouTube videos.
TJ, I haven't stopped. I've just gone annual.
Channel.
And to be fair, I do 3 live shows every 2 weeks.
That's fair.
Because I do.
So is that 1.5 per week?
That's not nothing.
You could also say it that way, yes.
That's not nothing.
Or 6 per month.
It's not much, but it's not nothing. And you got a
Comic Man Andy,
friend now.
I still post.
Oh, look at this ass kisser.
Comic book poser, what's up?
It's Son of the Dragon now.
This community is its own greatest asset. And I think we just all need to remember to utilize that every day.
Yeah, because like on its most surface level, it's about comic books, but it's not like it's exceeded that by far at this point.
Absolutely.
Some of the best friendships I've made in this community do not revolve around comic books. I think TJ and I talk about a lot of other stuff besides comic books, groceries and the like.
Groceries?
One of the people who were
So
in the chat tonight, no, like
I want to know what's the and the like in that sense. Like, what is like groceries?
he's really into a certain style of peanut butter that I've grown to
I
love.
was just trying to figure out what is the like to groceries.
I don't know. I'm tired. All right, we're all tired. But Knight of Conchu, I think was in the chat earlier. Has become a good friend of mine. We play a baseball game together on PlayStation like every couple days. So it's not nothing comic related. And we were just talking about that tonight. Like, isn't it weird how we have this friendship that's based not on comics, and we got to know each other through the community.
Jason and I played Overwatch together once a couple weeks ago.
I did. That was a lot of fun, man. Yeah. I
And
definitely
if
like to play more games with people.
what's the latest spec in
Show now
material?
where you guys are telling us of all the friends you have, and Andy and I are like, wait, you guys do a lot of stuff together?
Andy's one of them. He sends me pictures of his cabinets that he's tearing apart.
Oh, I'm glad you said cabinets there.
His cats?
His cats-
And if you want proof that this community is more than about just comic books, just go to John's channel because most of his videos are not about comic books anymore.
They're about Legos.
They're about Lego or The Wire or movies or.
Yeah, that's true. I was texting a lot with Joe Ryan over the weekend.
Oh, I miss Joe.
Yeah, that was a nice surprise. He got the news and then just reached out and texted me. We used to text a while back, but it's been a little while, and it was really nice to catch up with him. So that's the kind of thing I think you guys are talking about.
Yeah, and like I got a message from Issues the other day that was like, "Hey, we should probably do another comics is therapy episode." And I was like, "Yeah, man, like anytime you want, I'm always up for hanging out with my friends." So
Yeah, those are probably definitely one of the best YouTube's videos. The comic book videos like on YouTube in general, or those ones you did with I Got Issues, man.
oh, thanks. Yeah, they're definitely like if someone asks like, "Oh, what's your channel about?" I usually direct them to those. So, and mostly because like, Issues was great in them, and I was there. Yeah, I noticed that the other night. This shirt, my sweet 9.4 shirt, shameless self promotion.
Oh, yeah.
I was wearing a darker shirt that didn't have a big white thing on the stream I was on last night on JP's channel. I noticed that it just looked like my beard just turned into my shirt. It just could be like one big beard. Let's see if I can. Yeah, there you go. See? I don't know how much your brightness is turned up on your computers, but. Oh, wow. TJ throwing down the gauntlet. I've heard Halo is much better than Overwatch. I mean, if you like old games that are not humorous in any way.
I like Overwatch. It's like a big chess match. You have like so many players that kind of over trump like the other one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As opposed to like a Halo, everyone has like the same kind of thing. It's like whenever I play Call of Duty, I'm just like, okay, like I kind of just demolish everyone, and so it's like not that fun for me. But
Yeah. Overwatch has like a lot more
Nice,
variety.
nice humble brag there, buddy. I'm too good at games.
I gotta stop playing them.
It's tough for me because I'm too good.
Stop playing chess. It's just too easy.
Overwatch is like the best of two worlds because it's a fighting game and a shooter game because like everyone has their own moves.
Drew, I gotta play Warzone with you because you gotta teach me how to play the payload thing or whatever. You got the kill people for money and cash it in, whatever. I keep messing up when I like collect money. I don't know what to do. I'm pressing the wrong buttons or something.
John just dropped the link in the chat again for the GoFundMe to support Edwin's family. If you guys can, we all understand it's a tough time financially for a lot of people, but even if you can donate $5, I'm sure they'll appreciate it.
And the other link is for a T-shirt sale where the profit of the shirts are going to the family as well. And it's a Comic Jabroni themed shirt that he used to have with the TMNT logo.
Definitely.
What's up, Jeff?
Oh, there he is, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey, if only you were here earlier, you could have shouted out the chat for us.
Yeah, that's not the reason. Part of the reason why I don't shout the chat in the show is because I am not skilled at it.
It was a little.
Jeffrey is a pro when it comes to shouting out.
Jeffrey is real good at it. But I noticed that the StreamYard lag for chat has been like crazy.
Mm-hmm. I always had to look at my phone before that.
Over the weekend during Mainframe, some of the panels that I was producing, I also had open in YouTube, and I'd type a question in as myself, and then wait for it to show up to make it big on the screen. It'd be like 30 seconds sometimes. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Can I just say how great it is to have Jeffrey back in the community? Like,
Absolutely.
recently returned, which was such a nice surprise. Now we just got to get Comic Smurf to come back and
Yep.
be good.
Yeah. He doesn't have internet though, so
No, and he seems too happy.
Yeah, right.
farming. Yeah. Very happy farming all day too.
Jeffrey thankfully did not find happiness, so he had to come crawling back to us.
But you know what he did find?
Uh-oh.
Family.
Family.
Find it in the
Yeah.
odd places.
It's like super hard for me personally to like open up and like reach out, and I really appreciate it when people feel the need to contact me, like not as like, you know, am I okay, but it's like they just want to talk for themselves, and like
Yeah.
I like love that when that happens. So it's really cool.
Yeah, so Drew Manchu is referencing the fact that when I finished my stream, it ended a bit early on Sunday, and I went onto my own channel as myself, but Drew was producing on my channel as myself. And so I came in the chat and said like, hey, I was just saying hi to the guests and whatever. And then Drew, as me, said, I am a butt.
I don't think that's exclusive. That's common knowledge.
That's a great prank. That's awesome. That's amazing. During a con.
So yeah, mainframe was a lot of fun. Obviously, it was difficult this weekend getting the news early Saturday about Edwin. It kind of, put a bit of a downer on things, but I think it was a great way to kind of like help us through personally. I know, not like as a distraction, but just as like a, being part of the community all weekend. So.
John, you went camping as well, right, with the fam?
Yeah. Left on Sunday early, and then came back later on Tuesday, midday Tuesday maybe.
That's a last summer activity.
Yeah, I mean, we were hoping to dodge the hot part of the summer and the insects, and we failed on both of those accounts.
It's 2020. You can't have nice things, John.
Well, yeah, I mean, I wore like thicker clothes than my daughters and my wife, and so they all got like just eaten alive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The hottest part of the summer here in Florida ends at about mid-February and starts up at the beginning of March. So we don't have time for that here.
That's called C2E2.
Yeah.
You just go to C2E2, you come back, and it's changed.
What's C2E2?
Yeah. God, I miss you too.
End of February, early March.
Yeah, I was making a joke that
C2E2, aka the good thing that happened in 2020.
the one good thing.
Yeah, speaking of community, C2E2, looking back at that, we really banded together in the yard, didn't we?
Dude, that was great.
A
Just
bunch of us.
it didn't matter. Like, people just kept showing up, and it was just like I said, it was like meeting celebrities, and it was high fives and it was hugs of people that you never met before. And it was, and then we had our pinky war, Andy, you and I. There was some beard touching going on, I guess.
Did you say weird or beard?
Both.
Oh, yeah. Kind of combine them into a new word, weird.
So, I mean, I want to delve into that a little bit when we're talking about community here. I'd never met Kavi. I'd never met half the people, but at C2E2, I had Kavi messaging me every 30 seconds. Where are you at? We're over here. We're stuck here. We're in line. And just everybody making a serious effort to band together. And yet half those people I'd never even met before.
Meanwhile, I was like, Kavi, don't tell him where we are.
Meanwhile, I'm so socially awkward that in Baltimore, I was like, oh, hi, everybody. And then I just like ran off and looked at long boxes for the whole weekend.
Dude, I have my waves.
That. I thought it was kind of weird.
I have my waves of that where it's like I'll say, be at social for like an hour or two, whatever, and then like, or maybe even a full day, but then like next 2 days, I'm just like, I got my arms crossed, I'm kind of off. I had bruises like on the inside of my like biceps because I was just like so like just pressing against myself, dude. I couldn't help it, but
The funny thing
Yeah,
about
I just appreciate for being welcome, like for Chad bringing me in and stuff, and meeting all you fantastic people.
dude, you and I, the first time I ever had Chipotle in my life, believe it or not, people,
Yeah, man, Burrito Brothers.
explained at Baltimore, and now I order it like crazy, and I think of him every time I do.
Yeah, dude, I love my Burrito Brother, man. I loved. We've got it twice, and I always get man, I forget what that's called now. I always get it like every week now too. That kind of meat, whatever the pork meat. But, yeah.
This
Carnitas.
is full of people who can sometimes be socially awkward or antisocial, but we're also pretty needy. So don't ever hesitate to reach out, because like the other night, I got a message from Magic Lasso out of nowhere. Just, hey man, how are you?
Nice.
So it was after a lot of people got the news, and a lot of people were reaching out to each other, and I was like, oh my God, how great to hear from you. It had been a couple months maybe since we chatted, and we just caught up, So, and that just feels good. It's like a good thing to happen to you before you go to bed,
Mm-hmm.
Drew Manchu says MegaCon is going to be even better. Hey, technically MegaCon still has not been canceled.
What?
So Halloween weekend, come to Florida and get COVID at MegaCon.
Oh wow.
Please don't do that.
Yeah, I want to shout out John Suntress from Word Balloon.
Yeah.
It was awesome, just like on a whim, seeing his live show, and then being, hey man, you want to come on to Mainframe Comic Con? And then he brought like the whole entire crew with them, and then did it again, even bigger this year. So like, yeah, dude, we love you, John. Dude, you're awesome. Thanks for even hanging with us, man.
And he just had a great interview with Scott Snyder earlier in the week that I watched.
Yeah, that was great.
While I was at work, so don't tell them that.
Me too. I watch Wells work as well.
First podcast I ever listened to when I got back into comics, and I was like, oh, this is great. Like I can do comics. Like he's awesome. Our John's awesome too, but he's awesome in his own way.
Yeah. TJ said he's considering going to C2E2 if it's in March, and Adam will share a train with me. Yeah, hopefully by next March we'll have cons again, but we'll see.
If there's a C2E2 in March, I accept. Let's do that. Yeah, of course.
But that's still I feel like a big if at this point.
Might be a bit of a fantasy, but
hey,
whenever there's a C2E2, I'll gladly share a train with you to get there, TJ, anytime.
Well, he just doesn't know. John Saunders just doesn't know us that well yet. But yeah, so MegaCon, yeah, come on down. We'll go to Disney and go to a convention.
It's so bizarre because like we're finally seeing advertisements with people wearing masks and things like posters and makeup and things and hair products and it's definitely like one of those like post-apocalyptic like things you'd see in like RoboCop or something,
Well, I think I already told this story on a live stream, but I was in a Walmart not too long ago, and they had like this little TV screen that was like an in-store advertisement thing with coupons for like this soy bar thing. And it was like, get your voucher for a free soy bar, whatever it was called. But like, it sounded like oh, here, get your ration bar free. Like I was like, what is happening?
What?
Yeah.
Kenny is spreading lies.
Then he punched me in the stomach and he punched me. Dude,
I needed money for Chipotle, okay?
One of my favorite memories from that Baltimore Comic Con was going dollar bin diving with Ryland Grant, Comics at 84, and Alec, man. We all went and dove through some dollar bins and recorded it, posted it for the Comic Con. That was like, I guess, our first Mainframe Comic Con technically before Mainframe. It was our like online Baltimore Con. That was fun. That was like the first one. We did so many interviews that weekend. But that was cool, man.
Look, I'm going to interject for a minute. My favorite memory from Baltimore was, you guys know me somewhat well by now. I battle anxiety on a regular basis. So I drove to Baltimore so that I could be in my own vehicle, control my own timetables and whatnot. I got down there, downtown. It's the biggest city I've ever been in by myself. I'm on my own. I'm trying to live in the stretch and learn new things and get comfortable doing things that I've not been comfortable with in the past. That was one of the reasons why I went to Baltimore. not only to hang out with the community and meet people, but to stretch my own boundaries. I parked in that parking structure on the top level. I have a fear of heights anyways, but on the top level, there was no other vehicles around. I didn't leave that top level for a half an hour. I was so wound up. My anxiety was so bad. And I didn't know what to do. I was paralyzed at the top of that. There's just the noises. I mean, there are people in the streets begging for assistance to the point where they block you. They block the traffic. And when being prior military, my fight or flight kicks in and I start panicking and it's like, I can't leave. I can't run this person over. I just start panicking. I panicked, and I'll cut to the chase. Somebody who didn't even know me, had only met me as part of this community, had only talked to me on Instagram and YouTube, dropped what he was doing and walked 1.5 miles across Baltimore to come get me on the top of that parking structure and walk me down to the hotel. That was literally only 150 yards from the parking structure, but he helped break me through that barrier. That's why this community is important. I made a choice to put myself in the stretch to try to do something different, to try to find a way to get out of my comfort zone and still do something different. And this person selfishly or unselfishly dropped what they were doing to walk a mile and a half across the city to come get me. Never met me once before. Just talked to me online and hung out. That's why this community is important to me. That's why being a part of this community is important to me.
Yeah, and that's an amazing story, and I don't want to take anything away from the person who did that because they deserve all the congratulations. But I think to your point, any of us would have done that for any of us, right?
Yeah.
Like not just on this show, but like in the community. I think that's your point, right?
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Wow.
Well, I don't think we're going to beat that. So unless anyone has some final words, we're going to wrap it up. We got our other show coming on anyway.
Thank you for sharing that, by the way, Andy.
Huh?
Thank you for sharing that, by the way.
So thank you everyone for being a part of this community and helping support each other daily. And yeah, we're all here for you. And we'll see you next week with jokes and jokes and jokes. And normally at the end of the show, I say you're welcome, but this time I'll say thank you.
And
So
also
thanks.
go click on the GoFundMe for Jabroni's family, please.
Yeah, one more time. Thank you, everyone. Bye.